Don't engage alone. We do this together.
Yeah!
Yeah!
We got it! We got
New 52 booklet.
it! Somebody clip this one.
Welcome to Comics League Indie Wednesday or Indie Tuesday if you're a member. Hint, hint. What I mean by that is that if you become a member, which should be with the join button that's right next to the subscribe button, you click on that. You get, for as little as $1 a month, all of these Wednesday videos a day early. So technically it's Indie Tuesday if you're a member. So we are going to be reviewing Nocterra Volume 3, which is fitting because this was one of the first books I ever reviewed on Indie Wednesday, as a matter of fact. So Nocterra is the story written by Scott Snyder and art by Tony S. Daniel. It's like a dream team right here, about the sun goes completely black, meaning there's no more sunlight. And if you're in the moonlight for too long without like fluorescent lighting, in other words, if you're in pitch black, you become what's known as a shade, which is basically like, it's kind of like shadow zombies. Think of it like that. Now, volume 3 is the finale, basically the finale of the story. And what's cool about this, moving on, is that first off, we also have contributing artists by like Francis Manapul, and I've gone on a record saying I think Manapul is like one of the most fantastic artists in the industry with the way he does colors and rendering of people. So I like that. I like all the different designs of like the newer characters, because there are these like light gods, as I call them, book, and I'm trying to find a good image of them right here, or if not, I'll put it on the screen right here. But what's cool is basically their plan is they're going to shoot. Okay, here are the light gods. Basically, their plan is they're going to like shoot light into the sky to like break through the clouds. And there is this dark god named Nox that is apparently controlling all the zombies. So their idea is, let's take him out. And the way they do that is they strap some big light cannons, like it's basically a light rail gun, to the top of their trucks. And what they do is they shoot it. But unfortunately, the shot's not going to be powerful enough. So the light gods, they like divert all their power into, they're called glares. They divert all their power into the light beams, and it blasts Nox out of the earth. Now, what's cool about this is that when they knock Nox out of the earth, pun intended, to try saying that 5 times fast, it restores the sunlight to the earth. And that's basically the way the story ends. Now, what's cool about this is that through most of the volume, since volume 2 ended, the main character, Val, she has been covered in this black, like, they call it like, I think they call it like a Ferris or something like that. It's basically, she has like a black filter on her. So all you see is like this black shadow and then her mouth, but she's not like a zombie or anything like that. In fact, what's cool about it is that because she's covered in this stuff, shades can't see her. So she's like basically a covert operative, if you will. It's kind of cool. So if you like books that involve like lots of combat, lots of vehicular action, post-apocalyptic stories that involve like survival, family, guns, wonderfully well-rendered action, and tight emotional moments, get Nocterra. It's one of the most solid books coming out of Image, and with this being ended, and volumes 1 and 2 are down there in my indie books section, you can actually just read this full story. It's the end of the first cycle. So there'll be more stories, but if you want to know the basic plot that we have so far, you can pick up just 3 volumes of the trade and you're good to go. They may even do an omnibus of this. Hint, hint, they should. And what's cool about this is it also deals with like What's cool about the story is that's not just in like the post-apocalyptic world. They kind of flash back to give you like the motivations. Like Val's brother Emery, they tell the story about how he went to go find his birth parents because they had left him on the side of the road as a baby. It turns out, spoiler alert, they left him there because it's like, I think like they were getting hijacked, or like the mother wanted to get away from the father, and to get him away from the father, and she was always and when he found her again, because he finds her at the near the end of the story, during the past, she was trying to get clean, and then the shading happened, as I call it. So that didn't exactly work out that well for these people, but. So that's just one of the many like emotional core moments of this book that I really enjoy. Again, I give this a solid 10 out of 10. And so it's 5 out of 5 for solid writing, 5 out of 5 for solid art, 100%. Everything looks great. So that's Nocterra Volume 3. Now, all right, I'm going to be honest with you guys. So Indie Wednesday will be discontinuing for right now. Now, I want to be clear. You'll still get a Wednesday piece of content, and for you members, you'll still get the Wednesday content a day early. Now, what's going to take the place of Indie Wednesday, at least for the future, for the foreseeable future? Instead of Indie Wednesday, as you guys know, I used to do a series called Comic Talk, where basically I would provide commentary and story discussions. I'm going to bring that back. The reason why I had to put that on hold is because I released Super Wonder Legacy on Mondays, and that used to be and Comic Talk used to be my Monday show. Now it's going to be the Wednesday show. So the way that show is going to work is I am going to give you guys a commentary on like something that's going on with comics, my thoughts on a current run, like Tom King's Wonder Woman is the first one I'm going to do. And then the next day, I'm going to talk about a classic comic book story. So it could be like Batman Hush, Wonder Woman Hikatea, Justice League Darkseid War, All-Star Superman. So it's all of the really classic stories. Specifically, if we like get to when, like, say, Superman Legacy is coming out, if that movie comes out, I'll be reviewing the books that movie's based on. Or when the Snyderverse is licensed to Netflix, I'll be discussing specifically a few of the books that I think inspired those movies. So it's going to be a little bit more. It's going to be part of it's going to be basically like this, where I go through the storyline and I talk about it. It'll be a little easier for the classic stories for like Marvel DC, because I have both streaming services, so I can just pull up the comics on here and show you guys the art, and we'll have a discussion about it. And it's going to be a lot of commentary as well, so we're going to bring that back. So that's what's going to happen. So to be clear, to reiterate before we wrap up, instead of Indie Wednesday, it's going to be, I'm going to bring back Comic Talk, and for members, you will get those still a day early on Tuesday, and then for everyone else, it'll come out on Wednesday. So pretty much, in terms of the volume of content you guys get, nothing changes. So just want to go over that. Stay heroic, everyone, and I look forward to restarting really this new series with you guys. And thank you for watching Indie Wednesday. These videos mean a lot. And by the way, I'll still be doing occasional indie reviews of books, and I will definitely be continuing to interview indie creators. That's something I'm very passionate about. I want to highlight great writers. So that's still going to happen. I just want to be very clear on that. But and who knows, maybe in the future when the views start being more justifiable, I can bring Indie Wednesday back. But unfortunately, right now, they're not there yet. So thank you for watching Indie Wednesday, and I will see you in 2024, as a matter of fact, for for Comic Talk. Anyway, stay heroic. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.